Hey everyone, let's kick things off with a little trivia question. What do arthritis treatments, glaucoma medication, and fire retardant foam have in common? Give up? They all exist, or at least are widely available, thanks to one incredible man who probably should have been on your high school chemistry test instead of Marie Curie or Einstein. Although, honestly, he could have beaten both in a lab race before breakfast. His name? Percy Julian. Now, if you haven't heard of him yet, don't worry, I didn't either until recently, and I have a chemistry degree. But prepare to be amazed, because this guy was not only brilliant, he was also resilient, determined, and just plain cool under pressure. Born in 1899 in Montgomery, Alabama, during segregation, Percy Julian faced challenges from day one. Back then, Black Americans were often denied access to quality education. But here's the thing about Julian. He didn't take no for an answer, especially when that no came from society, racists, or even poorly funded schools. He graduated high school at 15 because, yes, he was already that smart, but couldn't get into most universities. Eventually, he got into DePaul University in Indiana, where he worked odd jobs to survive, slept in the attic, and still managed to graduate first in his class. Then came grad school at Harvard, where they wouldn't even let him get a PhD because they were afraid white students wouldn't take orders from a black teaching assistant. I mean, can you imagine being so brilliant that Harvard gets insecure? But Julian, he kept going. Eventually, he landed a job in research. But again, doors were slammed in his face. So what did he do? He built his own door. In 1935, Julian achieved something huge. He synthesized physostigmine, a compound used to treat glaucoma, a serious eye disease that can lead to blindness. Before Julian, physostigmine was extracted from a rare plant called the calabar bean, which is not exactly easy to farm, nor pleasant to chew. But Julian figured out how to make it in the lab. That's like turning a rare truffle into a boxed pasta sauce. Suddenly, everyone could afford it. And guess what? This wasn't just a win for science, it was a win for humanity. Millions of people could now see better, literally, because of one man's stubborn refusal to give up. But wait, there's more. Fast forward a bit and Julian starts working with soybeans. Yes, those humble little beans that power tofu and edamame. But to Julian, they were basically nature's chemistry set. From them, he extracted compounds that led to the synthesis of cortisone, a hormone that treats inflammation, particularly useful for conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. Before cortisone, arthritis sufferers had limited options: endure the pain or pray really hard. Thanks to Julian's work, cortisone became widely available and affordable, and it didn't stop there. His research also paved the way for the mass production of steroids, including birth control pills and asthma medications. So next time you pop an anti-inflammatory pill or know someone using hormonal therapy, say a quiet thank you to Dr. Julian. Oh, and by the way, Julian didn't just do science. He did it while being shot at, having his house firebombed, and facing constant racism. Despite that, he started his own company, became one of the first black millionaires in America, and held over 100 patents. And get this, he never stopped mentoring young scientists, especially African Americans. In 1999, nearly 25 years after his death, Time magazine named him one of the 100 most important people of the 20th century. Better late than never, I guess. So, why does Percy Julian matter today? Because he showed us that brilliance knows no color, that perseverance can outwork prejudice, and that chemistry isn't just about beakers and Bunsen burners. It's about changing lives. He turned soybeans into steroids, poverty into prosperity, and obstacles into opportunities. So next time you hear the phrase lab hero, picture a man in a lab coat standing tall against injustice with a flask in one hand and a dream in the other. Percy Julian, not just a chemist, a legend.